Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and episode number 35. Wow, time's flying. Grab a cup, join me for a yarny episode. It's a regular episode. What a week it has been. It's been a very good week. Weekly D-Stash. We'll start right out with that. Our winner was Jeannie Peterson, and it was for this kit. And it is a Yarnspirations kit for Maker Outdoor yarn. It is bulky, and she claimed it. That was last week. Have a new D-Stash up. This one is a skein of, I guess I only had one left of these. So that's the Phoenix Mandala by Lion Brand. And it is a 3 light, and this has 590 yards on one of these cakes. So that's for next week's D-Stash, and it includes this canvas bag that I got from Expression Fiber Arts. So if you'd like to win that, you can become a member of my Facebook group, Crochet Creations Makers Group, and it'll be linked in the description below, along with everything that I talk about today, if there is a link for it. All the shenanigans going over there on the Facebook page is linked in the announcements tab. You click on that and all the things that are going on will show up. I have a couple moderators over there. If you'd like to ask them questions, they'll help you. So, yesterday, another great live with Kim from the Crafty Nomad. The playlist will be linked below, and yesterday's live will be at the top of the playlist. So we had a whole bunch of people show up, about 30 something. It was a great live. A few of you joined us, which we love. Thank you very much. By the way, there is a giveaway in that video, and I will be drawing a winner on Monday, and it includes all the goodies that are inside this bag and this bag. So you might want to go watch that live. During the live, we had our first talks about our vintage mail. A Stitch in Time. Our vintage mail is running from August 1st through November 1st, and the first progress photos have shown up, and I took and drew a winner from them. And our first winner was for this Christmas Angel kit. It's a vintage kit. All the things you need to make the angel were included, except for a ball of the thread, so I'm adding that. And the winner for that was Kim Richards, so congratulations to Kim. So if you'd like to join our mail, it's a make-along. You can make anything that has a vintage theme. Use an old pattern or old yarns or supplies. Sew something vintage. Whatever you choose, and then join us. We also have a hashtag for that for Instagram. It is hashtag A Stitch in Time Mail. So everybody included in that Instagram will be drawn by Kim, and then all of the finished products will be going into the old-fashioned kind of drawing where we put your names in a hat. So it doesn't matter where you post your items for the grand prizes, your name will go in for every finished item you have entered. So what else is going on? Well, speaking of the vintage mail, I would like to show you mine. I started it. And what do I have today? I have chocolate raspberry with a little bit of peppermint mocha creamer, my favorite. So in one of my Lori Gray bags, I have my beginning of my blanket. I'm doing the Navajo blanket, which I will link that below also. And I'm doing it in a scrappy pattern. So I'm just making it up as I go, grabbing scraps out of my stash and using that. So the blanket's going to be your regular size, huge. Not huge, but 245 single crochet stitches, so that's quite long, wide. And I started thinking, well, I'm going to do a main color, so I took out a bunch of single skeins of gray. They don't match, they're just scraps, and I'm using that. I caught it in something, so I'm having a terrible. Okay, I got it uncaught. So what I did was I took the single grays and I'm using those as the main color. And this one is the first one. Now it's got purples in it, but it's a gray base. And then each time I run out of that, I'll use a different gray one with a different base. But it'll be the bottom border and the top border, and then the one single that you use the main color for throughout. And if you read the pattern, you'll understand what I mean. But the beginning of it is done, or I already started. So there is my outside border edge, and then as you go through the first part of the pattern, you're going to have 3 rows. So I did it with half a skein of something. I think it was that green and orange yarn I had extra leftovers, so I used that. Now I'm using I think that one, yeah, it's that hopscotch in somersault. That's the next one because I have some left over, so I'll do 3 rows of that if I have enough. If I don't, I'll just do 1 row of something. So that is my start of my Navajo for my vintage make along. So I am crocheting mine. So that is interesting, and it should probably take me throughout the whole time we have for our mail. Another brand new thing that's going on this week over on the Facebook page is a new stop and swap trading post. It's for fiber related supplies, and how that's going to work is if you are working on something and you run out of a color and you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder if anybody has it, come on over to our group, find that post, and in that post request that if anyone has this specific yarn and that you will trade something for it. That is what the post is for. It's going to be great. We've already had a couple of girls ask for things like this before, and this way I just decided, well, I'll just put a post up of a special swap place so that everything that is to do with swapping will be in that one feed, in that thread. So that's a cool addition. I like it. Okay, I have my notes in front of me, so I'm trying to go in order, because every time I don't and I jump around, I go and I watch my video before I upload it and I go, I forgot that, oh no, and I can't add it, so the heck with it. I end up not talking about it. By the way, if you noticed, I added a different video each week called CC Addictions. All of my hauls, all of my talking about yarns, specifically what my opinions are and that kind of thing of yarns are going to be in my CC Addictions, and my sharing of giveaway type thing is going to be in that. So you might want to go watch my last CC Addictions, because I put one in, and I think I used a knit crate for that one. So you might want to go over there and check that out. What have I been working on this week? Well, I have a couple of goodies to show you. The one thing that I showed on the live yesterday that I'm quite happy about is I took one of these skeins from the clearance from Michael's last week. This one is Red Heart Hopscotch. It's a beautiful feel. It's a 4 medium, I think. 4. Let's see. I figures, yes, it is a 4 medium. And it is a red heart yarn, 100% acrylic, and it's called Scooter. And I technically think if I was in the store and saw it without my husband, I would have left it there. I don't think I would have bought it, but they had it in the clearance and it was quite inexpensive for the going rate. It was $2.97. So I thought, you know what, I like the somersault. I'll get it because it's so soft, and maybe I'll use it in a giveaway. Well, I am using it in a giveaway. However, I also started a hat in it. In knitting, it's the Ross hat and the medium size. And look at this. Look how pretty it's working up. If you saw the live yesterday, you've already seen it, but how soft it is and how pretty it's working up. I'm really impressed. I really am. That's gorgeous. So now I'm thinking I'll make a cowl with the other one to match, because that would be really pretty. I can't say that it would look that nice in crochet, and I'm not going to try because I only have the 3 skeins. So I will probably make a matching cowl in this. So that's one of my works in progress. And then Friday afternoon, I was asked to do a custom order for someone. And it's a longtime customer, and she is so used to just saying to me, oh, make me something up in purple or pink or, you know, whatever. And what she means by that is use my creative abilities. Don't ever make the same thing twice, is the way that I tell her, because that's no fun. So, of course, what I had to do was I had to go through my stash and see what I could find. And that brand new yarn from Yarn Bee that I got sent by Deb is the ticket. So I'm going to use the print, pastel print one, and it has the purple flecks, and there's some blue and some green, but mostly I see purple. Now what I'm planning is I'm going to make a hooded sweater out of this, and I have started it. I'm going to do it in crochet this time, and this is the beginning of it. That's the back. I will link this pattern below. However, I have altered it, so just so you know, I'm using an I on this one, and it's just the beginning of it, but it's going to be very lightweight. So that was the beginning of that. Now the rest of my idea is to take, and this will be the sweater, and then this will be the blanket. I haven't started this yet, but I'm going to do this blanket in Which Way Filet, that same pattern that I've been working on all week. Yep, I'm going to do it in that, see how it comes out, and then the hooded sweater will be in this, and then I probably will add some more. I know I'm going to do booties, so that is a work in progress. I just started, so we'll enjoy seeing how that comes out. And I think that's all the new, those are the 3 works in progress that I just started. Now, a couple things I have that I'm working on, I didn't get around to any extra rows on them yet, so I'll just save them for next time, and you'll forget that they're going. But for finishes this week, now I did manage to get a hats, and more hats done. If you watched the live yesterday, I showed it on there. It's the Bag O' Day Irish Rose Cloche hat, number 471. I'll link it below. This is done in the Red Heart Hopscotch in Somersault, the exact same yarn that Crystal uses in her video. I've made it before in that yarn, and they had one on the clearance, so I knew I had to buy another one. I had to buy it and make it in this hat. So I always add a button on this one because I think it looks cool with the button on. This is the same hat I made in the baby size as well. I just went down a couple hook sizes. Now this one I did in an I, and it fits me. She does hers in an H, but that's okay. You can do it in either one and then make up your mind how big you want it. But I used an I hook. I love it. It comes out so pretty and kind of vintage, you know. So that was that finish. And then I also showed my pink Which Way Filet blanket that I was working on yesterday, and I finished it. I'm very proud of this. Now Mariah is my daughter-in-law. She saw it, she saw it earlier today, and she wanted to take it home, and I'm like, I need to do my video, but I'll give it to you. She loves it. She is knit worthy. That is awesome. She took a whole bunch of stuff home. She took the purple sweater home with the beanie hat. She took the little tiny vintage dress one home. Yeah. And then she put in a couple orders. So boy, we're gonna have fun making that. So here is my Which Way Filet done. It's all done. I ended up using 2 full skeins. I have just a little tiny roll of it left. Wow, it doesn't matter where it is because I wrote down the specs here. It was the Parfait print Red Heart Baby and the petal. So the pink is the petal, and the white and the dark pink that you're seeing is the Parfait. I used 2 skeins, an I hook, and I did 32 rows of the double crochet pattern. And then I was like, okay, what border do we want to do? So I was talking it over with somebody, and I said, what do you think of the crab stitch? And she's like, yeah, good enough. So I did one, after I did the 32 rows, double crochet rows of the pattern. Then I did 1 row of single crochet and 1 row of the crab stitch. And then I ended it. And it came out to be about 31 inches square, you know, one way and the other way. So it's 31 inches both ways, which is just about perfect, I think. So I'm excited about having that done. I don't have any yarn left of this, so I was thinking of taking some of the yarn bead and matching up the shades and making stuff to match it, like booties to match it, from those other yarns. And boy, did she fall in love with that kitty. She loved it. I showed it to her, that yarn, that's the yarn bee that's called Kitty. She's like, oh, I love this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make you something in that. I just haven't figured out what yet, but I think I know now, because she really liked the sweater in the puppy. She just said, yeah, it's for boys. So I said, I know, but I started it before, you know, before we knew it was a girl. So oh my gosh, how exciting it is. I hope all of you are having a great weekend. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up if you do. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because in my CC Addictions video, when I drew a winner for the I Love This Yarn in the Painted Canyon colorway, I had to draw 3 times because the first 3 people were not subscribed. That's a shame. So that winner was Marina, and she claimed it. So wonderful. Thank you. I know this is a short video, but I showed you everything I had, so we'll go and call it a day, and hopefully see a couple of you in Knit Night tomorrow night on my Facebook page. So take care. Bye-bye now.